Hi guys, it's Susan from Second Act. How are you? I hope everyone had a great weekend. I am here for my week 26 update. I had my VSG surgery on September 27th, 2016 with Dr. Mark Zare in San Jose, California at Good Samaritan Hospital. My highest weight was 240, my surgery weight was 225, and my weight today was 183. Yay, that's so great because that I believe is a 2 pound loss from last week. So I lost that pound I gained and I'm even down a pound. So I'm very happy with that. So that was exciting to do that. And I was a little surprised because I actually went away for the weekend. And there's always that fear whenever I go away that somehow, I might not be able to make good choices. And, I'm always afraid that I might gain some weight. But actually on this trip, it was just a road trip. So, I'm pretty good about packing my Premier protein shakes. And instead of like going out to breakfast, I will, have a shake for breakfast. And we were pretty busy on this trip. So it wasn't like, I had time to graze all day or anything like that. And I made pretty good choices. I almost feel like sometimes when I'm on the road, I almost make better choices if I can, just because I'm so conscious of being away from home and not being able to make my normal choices. So, that's not always the case, because you can't always make great choices on the road depending on where you're at. But it worked out for me this weekend, so that was good, and I was really happy with that. So that was my weekend, and I had a pretty good week otherwise. Again, very conscious of, because of the week before, I really wanted to make sure that I dropped that weight and continued on. Which also brings up a point for me. Something I wanted to talk about on this video was how we tend to compare ourselves to other people on this journey. And I really feel strongly that that is not something that any of us should do. We're each on our own journey. We're each different. I know for myself, I was type 2 diabetic, so I have that insulin resistance. I'm quite a bit older than a lot of people who are on this journey. And so, I think we're all going to lose weight at different rates. And what prompted this with me is, one, I have seen a lot of people on Instagram making comments about this. And people talk about it on their videos, and I've noticed it with myself in that I was watching some videos, and some people who had their surgery maybe even a month after I did, have now caught up to me as far as weight loss. And there was that tinge of a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not losing the weight faster? And I immediately had to get myself out of that headspace, because that's exactly what it is. We all play head games with ourselves, and as if we don't have enough head games that go on, gosh, am I losing weight fast enough? Am I doing all the right things? Am I exercising enough? Whatever it is that your inner voice says to you, don't listen to that negative rhetoric, and so when I started to catch myself like, oh gosh, this person, has caught up to me as far as weight loss, then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. That good for them. That's great. And that's the other thing. I think we all need to be happy and positive for, the other people who are on their journey. Good for them that they're doing so well. And I truly am happy for each and every one of you who are losing weight, doing it right, and getting to your goal. And I mean that sincerely, and I think we should all be supporting one another in that way. And so the minute I caught myself going, oh, what am I not doing right? And then I thought, no, you know what? I know I'm doing everything right, because I know that I'm not eating anything that I'm not supposed to be eating. I'm following the program. Maybe I'm not exercising as much as I could be, but I'm not going to start getting into that negative headspace where I'm questioning everything I'm doing. Because you know what? That's a downward spiral as far as I'm concerned. Nothing good is going to come from being in a negative headspace. So if you find yourself going there, really immediately catch it. And, if you even have to talk to yourself out loud to say, hey, don't listen to that negative talk. Because that's only going to lead to bad places. So when I kind of caught myself going there, I just said, you know what? That's their journey. They are doing fantastic. Good for them. I'm on my own journey and I'm losing weight. I'm getting there. I'm just might be getting there a little slower than some other people, but that's okay. And it is okay. Because when I look back now, I'm like 57 pounds down or something along that line. Hey, you know what? Being almost 60 pounds down, being almost in the 170s, which, as you all know, has been one of my big goals in this journey is to get back in the 170s, and I'm literally pounds away from that. I'm thrilled, and I mean that sincerely. I am thrilled, thrilled, thrilled. So I'm not going to let myself go there, and you shouldn't either. And, I do see a lot of Instagram posts that say, gosh, I'm X weeks out, and other people who are X week out have lost, a lot more than I have. Don't do that to yourself. Do not compare yourself to anybody else because we're all different. Our bodies all have different, makeups and stuff going on inside. And, there's a reason why it's happening, assuming that you're, on the plan as you should be. But then again, we tend to do head games. Am I doing it right? You could just be drinking protein drinks and there's still a head games that would go on, like, what am I doing wrong? Oh, am I, having too many protein drinks, not enough protein drink? Whatever it is, we tend to have this head game that we play with ourselves, and you need to snap yourself out of it right away. And, as soon as my head went there, I was like, knock it off. Knock it off. Let it go. You're on your own journey. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're losing weight. And that's all you need to concentrate on, and that's really true. All you need to concentrate on is yourself, is your own journey, and making sure you're doing what you need to do for you. Do not compare yourself to somebody else's journey, to somebody else's weight loss. Don't compare your weeks to their weeks. It's not going to mesh out. It's not an even playing field here. It just isn't. So, I've always joked that in my life in general, the story of the turtle and the hare, I always feel that I've been the turtle, but I always feel that in the end, I've come out exactly where I needed to be. And I know that might sound like a strange analogy, but it's just how I feel like I am slow and steady wins the race. That's how the story of my life, and that's how this journey is going for me as well. Slow and steady is going to win this race for me, and this race is against myself. It's not against anybody else. I am going to win this battle with my food addiction, my weight loss issue, my weight issues. And, if this is the pace that my journey is going on, it's the pace my journey is going on. And that's okay because I know that I'm doing everything right. I've really made it a point to do everything right, and I'm really proud of myself. I have to look at that too. Don't look at negative aspects. Take a moment to stop and be proud of yourself that you've done right. Like, I'm really, really proud of myself that I haven't given in to the sugars and the crap basically that I used to eat. I haven't been drinking, and I'm not judging anybody else who does that. I just know that for myself, it would be a downward spiral, at least at this point in my life. And don't get me wrong, my husband has, ordered a dessert and I've taken a bite of it. And luckily, I've found that that satisfied me, just having that bite of it. And I've left it at that. So I'm not judging anybody else who has the ability to have a drink. I've never been a big drinker anyway, so, the drink aspect of it is not a big issue for me. So that was not, the sugar is a bigger issue for me, like candy and cakes and things like that. So I need to acknowledge myself and be proud of myself for staying away from that sugar and candy, because there have been times where I've seen something on the counter and, wanted to start snacking on it, but I haven't gone there. And then that fleeting moment passes and I'm done and I'm fine. So I'm proud of myself and I need to acknowledge that. So we all need to acknowledge that. Take a look from where you came from. And, 57 pounds is, I could never, ever have lost 57 pounds on my own in this short period of time on my own, without this tool. And so I'm thrilled to death. And I'm going to continue on this journey. I still have quite a bit of weight I want to lose. But, I'm really hoping that along the way, I'm developing habits that will stick with me. And that's why I'm not so much giving into the cookies and cakes, and even if it's just one cookie or one cake. Again, for me, whatever you guys do, and if it works for you, good for you. We all need to find our balance. For me, I don't want to allow myself to go there because I just feel like it will be the beginning of the end. And maybe I say this because this has been my experience in the past. I was on another program probably about 9 years ago, and I lost 70 pounds on that program, and I got down to, I think it was, well, for a nanosecond, it was like 169, and then I kind of flattened out at 175 for a while. And what happened was I started to feel really comfortable, and I started to allow myself to eat frozen yogurt, justifying in my mind, oh, frozen yogurt's not that bad for you, non-fat. But, that was the beginning of a downward spiral for me. And so that's probably the place I'm coming from, that, almost 6 months out now, it's still too soon for me to start incorporating that. And like I said, I have had a bite of my husband's, dessert, and maybe that's all I can do for the rest of my life. I don't know, but whatever it is, I need to do what I need to do to maintain my weight loss, and at this point still continue to lose weight, but also learn those habits that are going to help me maintain that weight loss. Because honestly, and I think we all know this, maintaining that weight loss is the hardest part of this journey. I can already feel this journey getting harder and harder for me because, the weight, my whole weight loss process here has been a slow process, but I can feel it getting a little harder and harder because, of course, as you go on your journey and the closer you get, the weight, it's a little more difficult for the weight to come off. That's why I'm always amazed when people who, have gotten down to 140 or something are still losing 1, 2, 3 pounds a week. That blows me away, but good for them. So I just wanted to make that point because I do see, and I see posts and videos of others out there doing the same thing where they're playing, they're listening to those little head games and comparing themselves to other people. Let's not do that. It's just not a healthy thing to do. Just concentrate on your own journey. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be so happy for all of you out there who are losing your weight and doing your thing, because quite honestly, it would be discouraging to me if I didn't see other people succeeding on their journey. That would be discouraging to me. I want to know that, we're all here to support each other and that this tool is working for all of us. You know, I want to see all of you succeed. I want to hear your tips. I want to, have your support in this journey. So yeah, you keep doing your thing and I'm going to keep doing mine. And I know that we can get to the end of this together. We all might arrive at different times in different ways, but you know what? We can do this. And I'm, saying this out loud to help myself as much as to help anybody else who might need it as well. But, I'm going to concentrate on myself this week. I'm not going to, be hard on myself or get down on myself because, again, I had a great week and I'm very, very happy with my weight loss. And so I am just going to keep my eye on 179 because I can't believe I'm just around the corner from it. That is so exciting. And that is what I'm going to be concentrating on. It may still take me a couple weeks to get there, but I am almost there and I couldn't be more thrilled. So I'm thrilled for you on your journey. You keep doing what you're going to do. I'm going to keep concentrating on my journey, and we are all going to succeed in the end. And I truly believe that. I really do. I feel very positive at this point in my life. I think that, um, having this surgery was the best decision of my life. I feel so healthy. I feel so good. And I couldn't be happier with where I'm at. And I truly mean that. And I hope that you feel the same way about your journey. So I wish you guys all the best. I wish you the best week. And I look forward to checking in with you again next week, okay? And I'm going to be watching your videos to see how you all are doing. All right, you guys take care. Bye.